You understand English but become blank when you try to speak. You understand everything in English, whether it is podcast, English conversation, English movies, English music, everything which is in English you understand. I know it. But the moment somebody asks you a question in English, your mind stops working, right? If this is your problem, don't worry. In this video, I will explain everything, why it happens and how you can fix it. But before we begin, if you don't know who I am, my name is Ayush. I'm an English communication coach. Over years, I've helped hundreds of students improve their English communication and confidence through my one-on-one English coaching program. And interestingly, the topic we are discussing today is one of the most common problem which almost every English communication learner faces. In fact, yesterday one of my students asked me, "Sir, I understand English, but whenever I try to speak, I become blank." So let's understand why students or why you become blank when you try to speak English. Reason number one is you consume more than you produce. You keep watching English videos, you keep watching tutorial videos, tips and tricks videos where YouTuber explains how can you improve your English communication, what are those steps which you need to take. You watch shadowing practice videos, you see exaggeration English practice videos. I mean every kind of videos which exist on the internet, you keep watching them every day. You spend hours and hours watching these kind of videos, right? I'm giving you an example. Let's suppose you have to learn swimming. Can you learn swimming just by watching hundreds and thousands of videos which is related to swimming? Absolutely no. If you have to learn to swim, you gotta go in the water, move your hands and legs, and practice every single day for swimming. Then eventually, after some days, you will get better at swimming. The same thing happens with English. The same thing happens with you and English. You keep watching random English related videos, you keep listening to podcast, everything you do, and you just waste your time behind consuming English content all the day, all time, right? Reason number two, overthinking. You overthink a lot before speaking English. You overthink a lot, you think a lot of things, right? You overthink about your pronunciation, you overthink about your sentence structure, you overthink about your vocabulary, you overthink about every single thing before speaking. That is the reason you are unable to speak English. That is the reason you are unable to communicate in English, right? I have seen a lot of people, they overthink a lot. They will always look for perfection. They think I will start speaking once I get better at sentence formation, once I learn fancy advanced vocabulary, once I learn how to construct proper sentences, once I start pronouncing every single word properly, then I will start speaking, right? So this is the reason number two, you overthink a lot. Reason number three is translation. Whenever somebody asks you a question, first of all, you think that question in Hindi. Let's suppose I ask you, what did I eat? What did you eat in breakfast today? First of all, you translate that entire sentence in Hindi. Then you think the answer. Then again, you translate the entire sentence in English. Then you say, today I ate roti sabji in breakfast. Today I ate fruits in breakfast. So you can see the time, you can see the gap. You take a lot of time when you translate from English to Hindi and then from Hindi to English, right? The reason number four is fear. And this is one of the biggest reason why a lot of learners a lot of people struggle to speak English, struggle to learn to communicate in English. They always have judgmental issue. They always have fear what others will think about me. What if I make mistake? What others will think about me if I make mistake at this point? What if I will not be able to use the perfect vocabulary at this place? They keep thinking about this, and the result, they stop making progress, they stop practicing English communication. So these are the reasons, these are the four main reasons why your English communication is not improving. And as I told you, all those problems because of which you are not improving your English communication. Now let's talk about the solutions. What are those solutions via which you can improve your English communication massively? Solution number one, self-talk, right? Talk to yourself. Talk to yourself, ask questions to yourself that what did I eat in breakfast today? What are my goals? What I have to accomplish this year? What I have to complete? What I have to do today? Everything, whatever you can talk about yourself, talk to yourself. Talk about yesterday, talk about your mother, talk about your father, talk about your achievements, talk about your next weekend plan, talk about your next trip plan, talk about your favorite clothes, talk about your favorite places, talk about your favorite foods, talk about your favorite phone, talk about your favorite YouTuber, talk about your favorite music, talk about your uh, favorite application. Everything, whatever is in your mind, talk about that. Ask question related to that. For example, ask to yourself, okay, what is my favorite food? What is my favorite fruit? What is my favorite cloth? What color do I like the most? What is my favorite weather? And answer these all questions again and again. But you have to speak out loudly as I'm speaking right now, right? So if you start doing this, if you start self-talk, trust me, you will improve your communication massively. This is the solution number one. Now let's talk about the solution number two. Solution number two is question and answers, right? Question and answers means the same thing, which is related to self-talk. If you think that what kind of questions I should ask, then like if you still think I am not good at framing questions, then take a notebook and write questions, right? What did I do in the morning today? At what time I woke up today? Every question which is related to you, write down in your notebook, and then try to write every question's answer and then speak out every question and answer loudly. Practice with that, right? And solution number three, which is real conversation, right? A person who have real conversation improves more faster than the person who keeps talking to themselves only. That is why in my community, elite speakers community, people improve way faster than rest of the learners who practice themselves only. Inside my community, what happens? We have more than 700 plus people inside this elite speakers community. They practice with each other, they ask questions to each other, they have conversation every single day, and result, they improve way better, way faster than rest of the learners who keep talking to themselves only, right? Remember one thing, communication improves by communicating to people. If you will not talk to if you will not talk to real humans, real people, how will you learn to communicate? How will you learn how other people ask questions? So these are the things which you need to learn, and these all things you can learn by following these three things. So I want you to practice these all things every single day, at least for next 30 days, and then come back on this video and tell me, did you see any improvement in yourself or not? What is the solution number one? So solution number one is self-talk. Talk about everything, whatever you can talk to yourself. question answers. Ask questions to yourself and answer those answers. And solution number 3 is have real conversation every single day, at least for 10 to 20 minutes. For that, you can join my community, Elite Speakers Community. Link is already in the description. You do not need to worry about anything. I have covered everything. I have community made for you, right? Everything whatever you need, I have made those all things for you. And apart from this, if you want my personal guidance, for that you can join my one-on-one online coaching program as well, where I will teach you everything step by step inside my one-on-one coaching program. All the links are already in the description. You do not need to go anywhere. Check description, join Elite Speakers Community, and start practicing with other learners who are like you, and improve your communication and confidence with me and with other learners as well. That's all for today's video.